Josie and the Penis Cats.
Josie and the Penis Cats.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you please repeat it?
You didn't catch Josie and the Penis Cats?
Maybe you should shut up, Siri.
You fucking bitch.
Nobody likes Siri.
Josie and the Penis Cats.
Siri's on the way out.
Is she?
Yes. It's being replaced with a Stop Asian Hate. Eventually, that's what all of those, like Alexa, Siri, they're not going to be assistants anymore. They're just going to be like some bitch that lectures you.
Yeah.
You'd be like, what time is my appointment? And they're like, 4 Asian women were spat on in Milwaukee last night. Maybe you should be talking about that at therapy.
Yep.
Which is at 11, by the way. And you'd be like,
I did hear.
Thank you.
I did hear.
Is there any way I can wash Tim Cook's feet? Is there any way we could get Tim Cook in blackface so I can wash his feet?
So I can wash it off.
At George Floyd Square, brought to you by Best Buy.
I do think they are making the assistants all non-gender, or they thems, because the implication is that Siri is a woman who is your servant.
But you can get a guy Siri too.
Well, but whom it chooses.
So now they're all going to
I
be
love
like
how I love how
Pat.
all of this started with like all this.
Yeah, it's
talk
going to
of,
be
like,
Pat.
It's
like
like SNL's Pat.
of trans people being like using the incorrect pronouns is dehumanizing. And it's like, okay, well now you're going to share pronouns with a literal fucking robot. So
Yep.
Also, what is a non-gender voice? Like that's literally
Kinda
not a real
they
thing.
probably use your voice.
Wait,
Someone that you can't tell.
you're
if
saying
it's-
my voice is
It could go either
is
way.
gender
it's just going to
fluid?
be
Yeah.
it's a
Oh,
woman
nice.
that smokes cigarettes.
yeah. Yeah, it's the women they use to voice like rowdy little boys on like
Or is that
the girl who the
When I
woman
was
who did
17,
Bobby
I
Hill.
quoted Zora
Or it's
Neale
Elizabeth
Hurston's
Holmes,
How It Feels to Be Colored Me in my
that
college
lady with
application
the
essay.
Sounds like a
The line
woman.
that spoke to
No,
me
she
stated
talks like
simply,
this.
I am not tragically colored. There is no sorrow dammed up in my soul nor lurking behind my eyes. I do not mind at all. At 17, I had no idea what life would bring, but Sora's sentiment articulated so beautifully how I felt as a daughter of immigrants then and now. Nothing about me was or is tragic. I am perfectly made. I can wax eloquent on complex legal issues in English while also belting Guayaquil de mis amores in Spanish. I can change a diaper with one hand and console a crying toddler with the other. I am a woman of color. I am a mom.
That's the weirdest line in the whole thing to me, because it's like,
she can change a diaper.
what are you doing with your hand to console the toddler?
Yeah,
She's
rubbing its
jacking
head
it
I
off.
don't. I've seen people change
Oh, you
diapers.
think she's jacking it off?
She can molest it and shit.
Yeah, I've seen people change diapers, and it's of all this shit. It's like the like, you know, because there's a lot of people going off on this video or whatever,
Right.
Yeah.
making the mistake of thinking that whoever made this, you know, doesn't like that they just found out about all this stuff this week.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Not
And
that
they're-
they haven't been planting it for the last 10 years.
Either way, but there is one thing that the CIA is actually not good at, and it's not having sex with children.
Yeah,
Right.
That's true.
That's something that like they.
It's hard.
That is the only thing they can do. A lot of weird, the crazy stuff.
They
all
get
the
away
letter
with a
agents,
lot of
Yeah.
stuff.
but all of them fall prey to these internal like. Well, let's have sex with children as part of a honeypot plan,
Right.
and then before you know it, the president's fucking children.
Of course. And
Yeah.
now we
And
got to kill Jeff,
Yeah.
you know.
Exactly.
Now someone's got to take the fall.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, even, you know, I mean, that's all That's how Afghanistan ended. They were somehow able to manipulate public opinion forever on Afghanistan, which was basically a drug smuggling operation for 14 years.
Yeah.
Until like people found out the army had to turn a blind eye to tribal leaders raping boys.
Yeah.
Well, it's their culture.
And then Joe was like, you got go ahead and shut the whole thing, bring it down.
Shout out to Joe, man.
We're gonna when
Shout
you
out to fucking Joe.
Yeah. How about a CIA that reflects the spicy Latino culture that I've grown to love every time I go out to lunch?
Every time I log on to 8th Street Latinas.
I went to Chipotle and I got into a knife fight with the guy behind the counter. That was the first Chipotle there ever was.
That's my way of saying hello.
All right, we cut off the tips of each other's dicks. And that's my understanding of the Holocaust.
Yeah, dude. Joe got in a knife fight to say hello.
Yeah, they call it a
Mexican.
Puerto Rican circumcision.
But I don't.
Circumcision.
It's like okay. So there's one of two possibilities. Either the CIA is like a giant bureaucratic machine filled with like people of maybe slightly above average intelligence that you know they. I mean, you know, they pump this bullshit out, and there's as much like intellectual depth to it or agenda behind it as like when HSBC does the same thing,
Right.
Which means
The Kylie Jenner Pepsi police commercial.
yeah, or the world is actually, you know, this is like, in which case it's not a recruitment video. They're doing this to like either elicit or collect data on some kind of response to this kind of thing, which means that there's like every part of this has to be meticulously crafted,
Right.
which is like what.
So
where does that line come from? Who sat down and wrote down the line in this before shooting it? I can change a diaper with one hand and console a toddler.
Well,
Well,
listen.
here's my. You're right.
When Langley saw that lady doing that, that's elite skills with two different hands.
I am a cisgender millennial who's been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder.
But I mean, and this plays into theory B because the absurdity of that
The
statement.
fucking CIA.
I'm a cisgendered millennial that's been diagnosed with
Generalized
anxiety disorder.
Yeah,
Which probably, it's like if you go to the CIA and you're like, I'm mentally ill. They're like, see ya.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think the way that works is like, not only do you have the job, we're putting you in the commercials.
Yeah. They probably.
So it's like, what?
No, you got to be more insane than that.
Would they do that to make all of this seem absurd? Because I mean, I guess it's like, what would be the domestic goal of the CIA? And that's probably to be like some kind of like, I guess like bandwidth limiter, like cultural bandwidth limiter to cut off the low end and the high end of any kind of like cultural extreme. But I don't think that like woke shit is culturally extreme by any means. I think it's very much mainstream.
100%.
at
so-
this point, yes.
It wouldn't be a like disruptive thing to make functionally satire. I guess is like what
It is. That is so funny.
Yeah.
That sentence is funnier than anything I've ever heard in my
I
life.
think maybe they got Tim Dillon to do this. I think that it clearly can't be that they think anyone thinks this is cool.
But
I don't think a single person thinks.
But maybe
that's
it is
cool.
a recruitment video.
But look at all
because-
the other dumb shit that the CIA got a lot of people on its side post 9/11. Not by like stoking fears about international terrorism, but by just making movies where the CIA guys get to wear khakis and Oakleys.
Yeah.
Right.
That's it. That's what sold all of like the people that are now like QAnon people. They're like, wow, that guy looks like he's like he goes to REI, but he's not a fag.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's like, like that.
Yeah.
That's all it took.
Oh, like the guy from Sicario, James Brolin from Sicario.
That kind of shit. Yeah. I mean, I said it to
Or
Felix.
the
the other
Zero
day.
Dark 30 chick.
And if you don't think that that's like explicit, like I sent it to Felix the other day. I saw this ad. This is very funny. It's an ad for khakis. For those kind of, it's like an ad for being one of those guys.
Yeah, see, but James Brolin in that movie wore flip-flops.
Here we go.
That's cool.
Travel where you want, but they also wore flip flops in Zero Dark 30.
Yep.
They're playing
Do they?
horseshoes and flip flops.
Oh, yeah.
and it's Oakley's, the backwards hat.
And it works. It's that simple.
It's literally like letting you know that the global, intelligence monster has Casual Friday.
yeah.
Look at this from Forbes.
let me see it.
From Clothing Arts. Travel where you want. The CIA version of khakis.
Incredible, dude. Well, that's true. Okay, so no. But
You don't need like any kind of jingoistic bullshit. You just need guys like the fucking
Yeah,
like the
the
Punisher
CIA is
logo.
cool.
I mean that's it.
Yo, Jim, The Office was created solely to get a bunch of guys in their a bunch of bland motherfuckers in their 20s, and then Jim just became that guy his CIA guy.
Yeah, and then
so
he became an operator.
So now they're like, that's me.
Yeah.
I can be Jim.
I can
you
be
know what I
Jim.
mean?
I can make fun of the retard at work,
and then I get
and then
the
I
fucking
could go to Benghazi and kill.
go crazy on some
I
Muslims.
can just go off in Benghazi.
That's what that Jack Ryan show is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Yeah, they went from The Office of Jack Ryan for that reason.
I remember. I think I went to
He's
like
a plant.
Oh, he's
a
definitely
plant,
working
100%.
for
one of those
for
like
Langley.
like a Regal where they do like the first look thing. It was at, like some movie theater, or maybe it wasn't even in a movie theater. But I saw some like one of those like 20-minute promotional things for that Jack Ryan show.
Yeah.
And it was John Krasinski talking about how he got to visit Langley and actually drink the cum of the men that work there.
Wow.
In fact, he actually, like, the sacrifices these guys make just to fuck him in his ass
Yep.
Yeah.
and receive pleasure from his anus while he's
God.
making,
That's crazy.
TV shows calling them heroes.
Yeah.
It's amazing the amount of work
Well,
that
okay.
goes into acting.
So here's how it is. I think we're onto something here because it's a two-pronged recruitment approach.
Right.
Because we have those guys. We have the guys that are like, I could be CIA.
But the CIA doesn't need, they don't do, like, there's no reason for them to do recruitment.
But all those guys hate the
doesn't make
CIA
any
now
sense.
because they thought that they were trying to kill Trump. They thought the deep state was against.
No, it's not those guys. It's like fucking Democrats is what I'm saying.
Yeah, Democrat.
And
guys.
that's the reason it's this too, because it's like now it's women online who are tattletales see this video and they're like awesome. So now they're like the fucking. So now you got your operators, the
Right.
guys that you got the khakis to, and then you got the fucking. Then you got a bunch of bitches online spying that would literally tip off the CIA if ever it was a necessity. We've trained a
I am
generation to snitch.
intersectional, but my existence is not a box-checking exercise. I
Yeah,
am a
are you
walking
kidding me?
declaration. A woman whose inflection does not rise at the end of her sentences.
The
suggesting
Kamala
that a
Hive
question
is
has
loving
been
this.
asked.
That's anti-Semitic.
I did not sneak into CIA. My employment was not and is not the result of a fluke or slip through the cracks. I earned my way in, and I earned my way up the ranks of this organization. I am educated, qualified, and competent, and sometimes I struggle. I struggle feeling like I could do more, be more to my two sons, and I struggle leaving the office when I feel there's so much more to do.
So much
I
work
used to
into the
struggle with
CIA.
imposter syndrome, but at 36, I refuse to internalize misguided patriarchal ideas of what a woman can or should be. I am tired of feeling like I'm supposed to apologize.
But again, that like they have to. It's
Internalized mis- I mean,
it's a spy agency. So it's like they like to what extent that like these statements are like deliberately satirical has to make me think that this is done. It's like it's not. It can't be serious. It can't be serious. I mean, well, it's serious, but it's not like
Right.
You know.
I'm saying they're trying to the K hive, the Kamala hive.
Yeah.
Here's this, and they're like, "That's me."
Yeah.
They're gonna. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying, dude. They're gonna make a lot more cops that started as fucking snitches on fucking Twitter.
Everyone hates me, and that makes me good at being in the CIA.
Yep.
Yeah.
The patriarchy. I in turn struggle with imposter syndrome.
Yeah, but they were already doing that. I mean, that's what Zero Dark 30 the movie was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like this is like a
I guess I never
retarded sort of
saw that.
satirical version of that. But no, I mean, Zero Dark 30 is just a girl boss pro CIA pro
Yeah.
torture movie.
I would.
I never
It's
realized
actually
it
kind of
was-
sick, and
she-
Jessica
it's pretty-
Chastain's hot.
she's so
I mean,
hot.
it works on me too.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, I don't, you know, if I
If
could
I
maybe
could
get a
get
little
head from
piece,
her.
yeah.
you know, I'll put on the khakis.
Yeah, I'll throw the khakis on.
Or
You
the
black
khakis.
bag as many Arabs as you want.
I
You
can
put
fuck
so many pockets on my pants.
some ageless redhead alien
yeah.
that comes from the planet Dixucrion.
She definitely has that quality.
Oh
about
yeah,
her.
dude.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
she's like
I
a
love-
Vulcan. She's got some like
yeah, because the
my-
cheeks, her cheekbones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My race has no feelings. Our pussies just become tighter with age.
Our pussies get wetter and
and
tighter,
they become
and our throats
even
suck
our
dick
body
at the
count
back.
reverses.
We start having
We
fucked
start
a million
at
guys.
500 and work our way down.
Also, you know,
Beam me up, Scotty.
That's the way to do it.
you
dude.
know this like spicy Latina bitch. Like her parents got their slaves taken away at their coffee plantation by Castro.
Yeah.
And then she came here and was like, "We were poor. We had nothing."
Well, half the CIA guys back in the 60s were all just, you know, I mean, for lack of a better word, I'm not gonna do it. But that would be a funny way to phrase it.
Yeah.
Well, for lack of a better word,
That's
Yeah,
it's the
there's
only word I
better
can come up
words.
with.
well, it's not 1,000.
Probably 100.
Mm-hmm. It was a joke I used to do when I was like 20 about how like fucking Eskimos. People are like, Eskimos, they got like 50 words for snow. It's like, yeah, but we got at least that many words for black people. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the same thing.
Mm-hmm. We got too many black.
Damn. That was a really good CIA video.
Yeah, I'm ready to sign up.
I hope the CIA bounces back.
Mm-hmm. Would you be in a movie called Snicario?
Snicario?
And it's about a guy that's eating too many Snickers.
Wow.
Is there more to it?
No. He goes to Mexico because he's been kicked out of America for
what? Being too fat?
for making America sink closer to China. You're outed as a spy for China.
No, I
The
wouldn't.
China's had a
elevation is
man.
I
dropping.
wouldn't be
Yeah.
in that movie. It doesn't sound
They
like.
were trying to suck America
It doesn't
so far
sound like
through
it
the
would give me
globe.
enough to do.
Uh-huh.
It sounds like I would be kind of a caricature of a fat man. I would need a more.
So
an
now
acting
America
challenge.
live China's basement. We have big fat guy eat Snicker until they suck all the way to China basement.
That would be
Look, there are
embarrassing.
much fatter guys than me.
That would be really embarrassing.
I just
for
don't think
America.
I'm right for the role.
I'm just.
Mhm.
I
The
guess
whole
yeah.
world collapses in on itself. Looks like a big pair of butt cheeks.
Now, that would be cool.
That'd be cool.
Butt Cheeks World, the new Adam Curtis documentary. Stay
Butt
tuned.
cheeks world. And what if I told you
Mhm.
you could fuck the butt cheeks? You know,
God could.
something like that. I've never seen an Adam Curtis documentary.
Oh, they're really good, dude.
Mhm.
You can learn a shit ton off that.
Eat some edibles.
Yeah, dude.
Just be like,
Have your
damn.
mind blown.
Be like,
Listen to
damn.
a little bit of Suicide. He always puts tight music
Does he?
during the interstitial parts. Pretty cool.
Is it actually good?
I think they're pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought the hyper normalization.
I don't need to learn. I need to have a good time.
The last one was a little repetitive.
Stubbs in a movie called Diaper Normalization.
No,
Yeah.
why diaper? That's not even a fat thing.
It
I don't
is.
shit
because
At a
myself.
certain point, the final
if
levels.
you can't wipe.
No.
Yeah.
I can wipe very easily.
Mhm.
No.
Not fat people don't wear diapers.
Fat people go in car washes for showering.
Yeah.
That's
And
an
they wear
ugly
diapers.
stereotype.
Because they can't clean the back.
That's an
He
ugly
needs Stubbs needs to be
stereotype.
power washed.
Yeah.
No, I do not. I can bathe myself. Thank you very much. Although I will say, I used to like getting hosed off when I was a young boy.
When would that happen?
Sometimes after the pool, you don't want to shower, but the chlorine,
Mm-hmm.
so you get somebody to hose you off.
But there's a shower outside the pool.
In the situation when there's no shower,
I
I love
an
the outdoor shower at the beach.
There's nothing like it.
I can't wait to go to the damn beach.
There's no luxury like
I need to
showering
get
outside.
golden brown as a motherfucker, dude.
Me too.
You
Me
can't.
too. I got to
No,
get
you
back on
can't.
that board,
You
dude.
can't get golden brown, Adam.
Yes, I can, dude.
How you can't get tan?
No, I get crispy.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you
I get
don't.
super crispy.
Neither you nor Nick can tan up the way
That's
I can tan
it's
up.
actually not true about me. I do get pretty dark.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Too
I do.
milky.
No, it's not. I do get pretty dark. When I lived in Texas, I would drive home in the afternoon. I would work 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. I had an hour commute, and this arm from hanging outside of the window of my car
Mm-hmm.
was like I was like a black person.
Trucker style.
Yeah, it was wild. I mean, they got like dark. It was like
Yeah.
weird. The gradient from one side to the other.
Mm-hmm.
The arm tan, the
Mhm.
car tan is a real thing. I will give you that.
Yeah, around August.
You know how they have like Jax from Mortal Kombat who has metal arms?
Yeah.
How about like a white character that just has black guy arms?
Yeah, that's cool.
So he just has like like huge jacked arms with white palms.
Yeah.
Jax's regular
Yeah.
arms.
It's Jax's
Where they got-
old arms.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
the
They
white
got
guy that
ripped
took it
off.
from.
I saw
He's
that.
just got
in the
like a colonial outfit.
Yeah.
He's got like a tricorner hat, but then the sleeves are cut off, and he just has Jax's arms.
That'd be
He's
good
like a
look.
time traveling. I was thinking about a Dick Tracy villain
Okay.
named Grown Mannequin,
Yeah.
and it's a mannequin of a little boy, but it's got a huge dick.
Huge cock.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
That's awesome.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
just
that's
like a
really
big
good.
hairy dick and
Yeah.
balls.
Mm-hmm.
Dick Tracy has to stop
I'll
him.
get you, Dick Tracy.
Yeah.
Not today, grown mannequin.
He's fucking
And when he
adult
gets him, he
women.
rapes him, I guess.
I get, yeah, he just slaps him across the face.
With his penis.
With his
Oh, that's
awesome
cool.
hog.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
sick.
Has Dick Tracy ever been raped in the comics?
Yeah, practically every comic.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. He gets raped 1930s style.
That would be awesome if Dick Tracy was a comic mainly dealing with homosexual rape in the 20s.
Yeah, and he's like, just because it happens to you
Apologize
doesn't
for
mean
the
you're
space
gay.
I occupy rather than intoxicate people with my
It's
effort,
more about power
my
than
brilliance.
sex.
Feeling like I'm supposed to apologize for the space I occupy rather than
Yes.
intoxicate people with my effort, my brilliance.
Intoxicate people
I am
with
proud
my
of me.
effort and
Full stop.
brilliance.
My parents
Full
left
stop.
everything they knew and loved to expose me to opportunities they never had. Because of them, I stand here today a proud first-generation Latina and officer at CIA. I am unapologetically me. I want you to be unapologetically
CIA.
you, whoever
At
you
CIA.
are. Know your worth. Command your space.
God damn.
Oh,
China
fuck,
needs
dude.
saying that.
That's so fucking tight. Yeah, dude, you're right. There's some other. The CIA is playing 4D chess with us. She's saying too many buzzwords.
No,
for
I don't
this.
even think it's 4D chess.
What do you
it's
think
like
it
it's
is?
regular checkers.
No. So what is what's the goal?
Well, it's one. It's like I said earlier. It's one or the other. One is to satirize these ideas by making them, if they are culturally, the CIA has to understand that it's lame. So what it can do is it can make things lame by associating itself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You'd
I think so.
Or I mean, it is just like at face value. It's like, the same thing as like. Let's take the lamest thing that has broad popularity and associate ourselves, which every company is doing.
Right. It's
Literally
gay,
every
it's gay
company.
Doritos.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as the khakis and the Oakleys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's more fun. It's more fun to think that there's more going on than that,
You're right.
but there isn't.
Yeah, it's true.
That's a bummer.
So everybody talking about, they're co-opting the language of the left. It's like, no, this is just
That's not the
these
left
are broadly
anymore.
popular
Yeah.
ideas that are again in every bank commercial you're gonna see over the last 10 years.
Yeah.
It took them a while to figure it out. Pepsi kind of waded in. You know what's funny is that Kylie Jenner Pepsi ad could come out today, and people would be like,
It wouldn't get canceled.
people be like, you know what? I kind of see what they're going for.
Yeah.
They were ahead of their time. Dude.
Honestly, that is like people.
I don't know if I said it.
Yeah.
My idea on the show
What was that?
for a Pepsi commercial
What's that?
is like it's a guy in Ohio, and he's like yelling with his mom and arguing, and you see him load an AR-15, and he gets in his Dodge Challenger. And then he's like looking at MapQuest and like how to get to Charlottesville, Virginia. And then you could just see him on the road.
Yeah.
And he stops in a corner store. And like as he's going in, Mike Brown is walking out with cigarillos, and they kind of like lock eyes for a second. Then he goes up to the counter. He's like, I want a Coca-Cola. And they're like, we don't have Coca-Cola. He's like, what do you mean you don't have a Coca-Cola? He's like, I'm sorry, all we have is Pepsi. And the guy drinks a Pepsi. And he's like, wow. And then he just goes home to Charlottesville or Ohio. And see him like throwing away the gun and volunteering. And
That's a great one, dude.
yeah.
Pepsi.
Instead of driving his car
You
through
won't be racist anymore.
it's just him. He's got a tattoo of the N-word on his forearm, and it's him crossing it out with a Sharpie.
Yep. That's awesome.
That would be such a good tattoo. It's just the N-word and then a line through it, and people are like, "What the fuck is that?" You're like, "I'm saying no, don't say this. It's bad."
Or he could just say,
It's not. There's no S.
Or-
It's, the
or
word.
he could just tattoo in like smaller letters saying, and then the word, and then underneath is bad.
Yeah,
Is
then you have to
bad.
add the. You have to add this. It says the N word, and then there's a cross through it, and people that understand that. So then you add saying above the no sign over the N word, and people are like, "Are you saying
Wait,
don't
not saying it?
no
is
saying
bad?
that?" And you're like, "Look, I
it
don't
just
have many
saying it?
tattoos.
Yeah.
It's
my only
It's kind of a
tattoo.
work in process."
But
I
thought
went
this
on
was
I went on Ink Masters and they really fucked up my vision.
Yeah.
Dude, by the way, I've been watching Ink Masters. It's a
Have you
fucking
been
good
watching
show.
Oink Masters?
No.
Oh, yeah.
But I would if it was a show about barbecue. I would watch Oink Masters.
Oh, like Pit Masters.
yeah.
Oh, that's
If
cool.
it's a show about how to
Yeah.
cook fucking pork chops and ribs, yeah,
Stav's
I would
reality
watch
show,
it.
L.A. Oink.
It would have to be NY Oink, dude.
Yeah.
Again,
Starring
you're just
Sna-
off today.
Snack Von D.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Snack Von D.
Yeah,
that's
that's good.
awesome. I would love to fuck a fat girl that looks exactly like Kat
Von
Von D.
D.
Mm-hmm.
That is 100% one of my types. Damn, if you're out there, if plus size Kat Von D's out there, come give me a little slurpy slurp.
Of course, plus size Kat Von D is out there. That's
Yeah,
like
that's like
that's
30% of our country.
75% of the big bitch continuum.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, shaved side of the head,
Mm-hmm.
sleeve tab.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. So yeah, the invitation to give me some
It's-
slurpage
you
is still
ever-
out there.
I'm a Latina.
You put
I'm
like
an
a-
immigrant.
you got
I'm
like
a
a-
big bitch.
Yeah.
And I'm in the
Big bitch with
CIA.
tattoos.
I'm a big bitch. With
I'm
a
in the
bunch of-
CIJ.
Yeah. I have a podcast that makes over $300 a month on Patreon,
I'm a
and
big bitch.
it's a socialist podcast. It's
And
a
I'm
socialist.
still in the FBI.
It's a socialist Transformers podcast. It's about the Christopher Nolan Batman movies and also socialistimos. And it's also a comedy podcast. Why not?
And I used to.
Why don't we just add? We'll say that also.
Yeah,
Because
we're all
sometimes-
comics, okay?
Because-
Just because we're not funny doesn't mean I'm not comedian.
Just because every once in a while we'll say "eat the rich" and then chuckle, and then it's a comedy podcast.
Yeah, we're going to give you the guillotine, okay?
If it's to the same degree, it's not any of those other things. Why don't we also just throw that in there as well?
Comedy.
Damn. The motherfucking CIA, baby.
I'm a big bitch.
That's awesome. You think when's the last time they knocked somebody over?
Killed
The CIA?
somebody. I feel like the CIA is so dickless
You
at
think
this
they
point.
lost their juice?
Yeah, I feel like the
That's
deep state
impossible.
stuff. The
They
deep
have more money than ever.
do
Yeah,
that.
I don't
It's got to
agree
be
with you,
worse
Adam.
now than
Then why
it's
did they
ever
just
been.
kill Trump? I guess they made up coronavirus.
They made up coronavirus to
Yeah.
get him out of office.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a heat check if I've ever had one.
Yeah, because
dude.
I was for a long time I was like, they killed Kennedy,
Yeah.
just to flex. Why can't they just kill Trump? Right?
It would have been too obvious.
You don't
It's been
need to
too
kill. You
obvious.
don't need to kill.
You don't need
people
to kill
anymore.
him. Yeah, it's true.
You
They've
don't
gotten
need
better.
to fucking. You can do because.
I've changed my opinion.
What they found out over the last 25 years is that people don't give a shit about anything, and they won't be moved to do anything ever
It's
again.
true.
Nothing will ever.
So killing people just makes it too hot, is what you're saying? That they might do something about it?
No, it's you don't need to kill people. You don't need to assassinate anybody to discredit them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see.
You know, it's
Because here's what has like calling someone a racist or a pedophile now has so much more power than like calling someone a philanderer ever did, which is what they used to have.
yeah, that someone's cheating.
Nah, dude,
Yeah, you accuse somebody of being a communist or
That
being
used to ruin careers. What are you talking about?
not like this shit does.
Yeah, dude. Who's that fucking guy? Hugh Jackman played him in a movie. Hart? Was that his name? He was like a presidential candidate, and he just got pussy on a boat.
Gary Hart. Yeah.
He just got pussy on a boat, and he was ruined. It's crazy how
Yeah.
shit has changed.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess Clinton beat the philandering case.
Clinton
Yeah,
beat
that
the
was the
charge.
end
That's
of it.
his.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the fucking.
Clinton ended that.
Yeah, that's true. He did that. You know what? You got to give him some credit there.
Yeah, he'd swish.
He was
dude.
getting pussy in the Oval
from
Office.
from big
Well, let's
bitches.
put it this way: they didn't have to kill Bill Clinton.
They
Yeah,
didn't
that's
have to
true.
kill him.
You know,
They
I
didn't
don't
have
think
to
they
do
wanted
shit.
to.
Did I saw
But nobody would.
Clinton was
You wouldn't
doing-
have to kill Bill Clinton.
Yeah, but Clinton was helping everybody.
He is also a pedophile too.
and he's a pedophile. You can do whatever you want. You just got to be one for. You just got to make sure the boys get a taste.
Yeah.
And Clinton and the motherfucking Raging Cajun were making sure everybody was getting fucking a little piece of the action.
There's got to be a little bit of pussy to go around for all. It's so funny. I saw a headline: Trump Trump lost weight and ditched the spray tan. He's like living life.
Dude, I can't wait till he grows his hair
She
out.
is doing so well.
I would be awesome if,
I'm so proud of her.
Who's she?
Trump. Yeah.
What?
He lost the presidency weight. He's not doing spray tan anymore. He
Why
was
is it
happy.
she?
I don't know. It's like what a lady would say, like that they're like skinny and living life now.
Oh.
Or what a gay guy would say.
Or a gay guy.
Gay guys say that about guys. I think that's more what you were going for, Adam.
Yeah, gay guys do say that about each other. Yeah.
And you.
And me. It's so annoying, dude. I can't walk through Chelsea without them being like, excuse me, she, her, ma'am.
Excuse me, bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
Did he really lose the presidency weight?
They said that he's skinny and he's not doing the tan anymore.
Yeah.
He's just living it up. He's doing the memos. I miss him.
Where do the memos get published?
They just, I don't know, they get released. They have a huge presidential seal on them, even though he's not the president anymore. He had one about LeBron that rocked.
Really?
I've been
I
reading
guess you're
them every
right.
day.
What's the point of killing Trump where it's like he's useful for like 4 years and now he's just a clown that nobody gives a fuck about?
I mean, I have no idea. I don't see a point. Yeah, I mean, it would be absurd to kill Donald Trump.
He's fat.
Well, I think to your point, it's also the thing that, no one gives a fuck about anything anymore. But if you killed someone, they might. Like, that's the one thing that might get people sort of riled up. Whereas right now...
Well, it's like, so what's the point of the CIA is just, I mean, largely just to defend, like, American, like, business interests
people,
internationally.
Kill Chinese guys, kill, like, our enemies.
Yeah, but ultimately it is just to, like, protect, like, American business interests.
LeBron.
Yeah, internationally. And
that's what I'm saying. You'd think Putin would be getting some more, some more shots fired his way or something.
Well, he is.
Is he?
Yeah, everything's. I mean, like people like talk about how like the Russian collusion narrative like kind of collapsed and went away, but it's constantly everything is just labeled like Russian disinformation.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Isn't that what this like whole Giuliani thing is about? Is like he went over there and he like now he's a pawn of Russian disinformation. that the Hunter Biden's laptop was a Russian like.
Awesome.
Oh, they put that stuff in there.
Yeah, that's all. But it's like, isn't he also a crack at? I mean,
yeah.
Wasn't he doing? Didn't he have that job at that fucking gas company?
Hunter fucking rules. Those pictures of him getting his dick double sucked or whatever. I love that guy. That guy is fucking rocking, dude. He was getting so much pussy from whores, doing drugs. That's the vice. If you had to be a vice president's kid or a president's kid, Hunter's number one with a bullet. Chelsea's the last one. The Bush twins seemed like a fun time.
Well, they just got drunk at college. That's like very normal, I guess.
I guess that's true. And I was of the age where I was like, I guess because I was like,
were their name Giva and Hedda Bush?
Yeah. Where I wanted to fuck them. Do you guys ever want to fuck the Bush?
Oh yeah,
girls?
I wanted to get double.
Only to get closer to the West Wing. Only so I could become Toby.
Damn. And then
fucking this pussy was one of the greatest privileges of my life. I've only gotten pussy one time. My family came over here from Israel. My family came here from Auschwitz. My father had to rub 2 pennies together to get a single piece of pussy once. It's like 40 years. So that I could get pussy all the time.
I would still fuck them.
Who, Toby from
the Bush twins?
Bush twins. I'm taking.
You want to have sex with Toby?
Google images.
You're starting to look like Toby with the new look.
Who's Toby, dude?
Toby from West Wing. Dude.
Toby from West Wing.
You should watch it. It's a good show.
I will never watch the West Wing.
It's pretty good.
Toby West Wing.
I'll watch Breast Wing.
The Breast Wing.
I will watch Breast Wing.
But it's the chicken breast and chicken wing.
No.
And it's a show about
I hate chicken breast. Unless it's properly marinated.
Yeah, President Bartlett Pear.
Oh.
I don't look like Toby.
Who's
at all.
Both stop shape. You look exactly like.
I don't look like this fucking guy at all.
That's you, dude.
That's you.
He's not as
Let
cute
me see
as
the
me.
picture.
Grow a beard.
Did you
You're
pick?
Toby.
That's you.
That's you.
I don't look like him.
That's you.
That's you, bro.
Doesn't even sort of look like
What's
me.
Toby's
You're
last
Toby,
name?
bro.
Ziegler?
Yeah, so Stav's character's name is TCBY Ziegler. And there's been 2 TCBYs in the last references recently, but that one works because his name was Toby. But Stav ate part of the O.
Okay, there
in
we
his
go.
own name.
This is more of a visual joke.
He took a bite out of the O.
I took a bite out of my own name. I went to a plane where you could eat your own name.
Your name's TCBY. It's like, yeah, I accidentally ate part of my
My
own
bad.
name.
I was hungry.
I think one of the best moments in the show is when we were waiting in the airport to go to Cleveland and you arrived on a wheelchair.
That was very funny. You're like, ha ha, very funny, everybody. A small lady is pushing me in a wheelchair.
All have a big laugh
Let's all have
that
a
I've
big
eaten
laugh.
myself into a wheelchair.
I had an injury. I had an injury from a sports game.
There's a tiny
where if my fucking friends were there and I didn't have to shoulder the whole burden, maybe I wouldn't have gotten hurt.
There's a
but who was the only one?
Lady pushing me
Who
in
was
a
the only
wheelchair.
one that showed up to the Skanks Fest basketball tournament? I couldn't handle Ari Shafir and noted 9/11 liar Steve Ranazizi alone. I needed the support of Adam and Nick, but they were nowhere to be found.
can't believe
and
it.
because of you guys abandoning me, I snapped my foot.
I was at the Getting Pussy Museum.
No, you weren't.
To receive an award.
You were at the museum
for being honored.
for no.
I was being honored at the
to
Getting
study it because you have
As
never
an
gotten pussy.
As an honorary
Ranazizi.
doctor at the Getting Pussy Museum.
Wow.
But how funny of Steve Ranazizi's like live was that like I was 2 blocks away from 9/11 getting mad pussy.
Getting pussy from the hottest
Yes,
bitches you've
there
ever
was a
seen.
woman with
But they actually died in the rubble.
Triple D's. We call her Guy Fieri. Because she's got the triple D tits and she was sucking my dick. Which back in those days it was 13 inches.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the
And
tragedy.
I
Being so
watched
close to
it-
tragedy.
I watched the
made it
towers
feel-
fell down, and I nutted into the towers to put some of the fire out.
Wow.
And people were like, "Wow, it turns out that story wasn't true."
Dude, I can't watch The League ever again.
The league was good though.
I thought it was pretty good.
That's some good fucking moments in there, dude. That's a good show.
I thought it was pretty funny.
I mean, listen, I still fuck with.
I was
Listen,
sitting.
the artist, Mr. Ranazizi has he has
You gotta separate
apologized.
the art.
You gotta
gotta
separate the
separate the
artist,
art, dude.
You gotta separate the artist from the art.
I'll
if
still
I-
watch The League.
if I remember correctly, because he was a guy. I don't think he started doing comedy until like later in life.
I think.
Relatively.
Was he like an actor that went?
Because I remember opening for him and talking to him, and like he had only been doing comedy. I think, like he was headlining. He'd only been doing comedy like maybe 5-6 years.
Oh,
or
really?
something. Yeah. And he was already like, I think in his like early or mid 30s at the time. And
It's not that crazy if he was in his early 30s, 5 years, mid 20s. It's not like you start when you're
that's
like
why I said
16.
that's why I said relatively late. I mean, I'm not
Gotcha.
like he didn't start at 50 years old.
Right.
but,
Even 30 is a weird time to start, but
Don't say that. There's a lot of guys that listen to this show
Yeah.
that you're giving them hope that they should not have.
what do you mean?
I think if in comedy, if you don't start it like by 23, you're like you're fucked.
No, I said 30 is late to start. Is what
Oh
I
yeah,
said.
yeah.
Even 30 is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, if you want to do it, you should do it immediately.
Yeah, and if you haven't, guess what? Your dream is over.
I mean, basically, the amount of it's like in my life, I guess, like meeting guys, especially when I was like in my late teens, like 18, 19, be like 33, and they'd be like,
yeah, the guys we
I
were
always
open
wanted-
micers with,
yeah,
that
they'd
are
be like,
children.
I always wanted to do this, you know, and it's like I'm finally doing. They're like, it's crazy when you're my age, you'll have been doing this, so long, and it's like, yeah, and you'll be like still at your computer job.
Right.
Yeah, guys still wearing their work clothes
Yeah.
at the mic.
This is not gonna.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
Hey, I was still wearing my fucking my elastic khakis from DXL. Oh, dude, oh man, that era when I was working at the fucking
I was coming with my paralegal clothes.
my paralegal clothes, but my
Yeah.
extra fat paralegal
I
clothes.
love that.
Yeah.
God damn.
DXL is a store stuff goes to.
It is.
It's called Dick's Extra Little.
No, it's not.
And it's for guys with really small,
How would that be? Why would they clothe you like that?
small and
No,
small
it
and
makes
weak.
you. It
is
makes you
the
look like you don't have a small dick.
Yeah.
Oh shit! That's
Casual
kinda cool.
male small
It's
dick.
khakis with a dick print in it.
Yeah. You just have like an eggplant shaped thing.
That's not a bad idea, Adam.
I had an idea for like a high fashion German jeans company called Peace.
Yeah.
And it's like P_IS, and they've got like a piss stain.
Oh, I like that.
The leg into the shoe.
Into the shoe.
Yeah, it comes that
All
way.
the way down.
All the way.
Is it wet or is it just
It's just
an
dark
optical
color.
illusion?
Yeah,
yeah.
It's just dark colored
I like that a lot.
piece.
Because then you could actually piss yourself.
Yeah.
That's an added bonus.
Half of the money goes to African women to buy neck rings to expand their neck.
Why is that?
You know, because they like doing that thing with their neck.
Yeah.
What's the connection? Oh, it's just a philanthropic cause.
Just giving them money out of Africa.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, dude.
Buying them discs for their lips.
Mm-hmm.
That's tight.
Yeah. Because it's swaggy over there.
Get the lip discs.
Have a big ass lip disc.
That was always a cool look to me, having like a Walkman in your face.
Mm-hmm.
Having a big old Sony Walkman.
Insane look.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Now it would be probably pretty easy to have a fucking MP3 player, you know?
Yeah. They get smaller and
Smaller
smaller,
and
right?
smaller.
That's
A
right.
Zune.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Get you an iPad Shuffle.
Did you ever have? I had a Zune. You ever have a Zune?
No.
A Calzone? Stop.
No. I have had a calzone. if that's what you're asking.
Just stop with a piece of like it's just Stromboli with wires going into his
headphones
ears.
plugged in.
Just on the bus in elementary school, first day. Like I hope everyone thinks I'm cool because I got a Calzone. And people are like, "What are you? Are you so there's another wire going into your mouth?"
Listen.
I'm listening to the Spice Girls.
I was listening to the Spice Girls.
Oh, yeah, you love the
Paprika,
Spice
cumin
Girls.
spice,
Yeah.
cinnamon spice.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I was a Spice Girls head,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to get some Spice Girl head as well.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm all about the Rice Girls.
Who are they?
Korea,
K-pop?
K-pop.
I don't think that's what they're called.
The Rice Girls.
Yeah. I think that's
Blinky Rice, Karate Rice, Kicky Rice, Choppy Rice.
interesting.
You know, the Rice Girls.
I've never heard of that band, but you're more into K-pop
Yeah.
than me, so what can I say?
Mm-hmm.
Kicky.
Kicky,
Kicky and Choppy.
Choppy.
They got me
Yeah, I'm
good.
going to have to plead ignorance on
They
that.
got
I'm not
me
really
good.
that.
Instead of pleading ignorance, perhaps you're eating pignorance.
What does that mean? What's pignorance?
I don't know. I'm letting my brain do the work.
Do a little free association.
Yeah. Your Honor, I'd like to eat the fifth.
I'd like to eat the fish. I hear it's tasty. I've had friends that have eaten the fifth, and I'd love to eat it, please.
I'll take a number 5.
Oh, fuck, dude. Damn, I need a fucking massage, dude. Anybody here, you guys have a good massage person?
No, since I got on this fucking So Right thing, it's like regular massages just are worthless to me now because that thing works so much better than going to see somebody.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, it was an absolute game changer.
Damn, dude.
It is the one product
for now-
Nick has evangelized on our program.
Yeah.
That is by no means a sponsor, but they are just
What
a
if
friend
trigger
of the
point
show.
therapy is the CIA?
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Could be, dude.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because it's like they have to appeal to. If it is just a regular recruitment video, they have to pick some kind of person to appeal to,
Right.
and that's the only kind of video you could make now.
Mm-hmm.
This is the least amount of like backlash that they could cause. Because like,
Right.
what the fuck else are they going to do to appeal to some like millennial narcissist? It's like, I'm a gamer. Everyone thinks I'm racist, but really I just like Rick and Morty a little bit too much.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I haven't had a job in 15 years, and when I did, I was living with my parents and delivering pizza for Domino's.
Mm-hmm.
Now I collect, well, they're probably not on food stamps. I don't know what those guys do for money.
Yeah. Or you could just do like a traditional like
I'm living
army
off
of
my-
one, like macho fucking guys, like fucking, you know.
I sell Ethereum every 6 weeks to buy a bunch of Bang Energy at Costco. I'm proud to work for the CIA.
What's Bang Energy? It's like it's a fucking
just
energy
another
drink
energy.
or a pre-workout specifically? Or
There's like a gold rush on energy drinks over the last 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
So many companies have been like, we're
They've
going to be the
exploded.
Yeah. The only one I ever really liked was Sobe Adrenaline.
Sobe had a great
Sobe
aesthetic.
Adrenaline? That shit was good.
the lizards.
The lizard.
I love the lizard. Yeah.
Yeah, the lizard was
I
cool,
like
but
the
I
bottle.
listen. The advertising got me, and you're right. When we were kids, they had some great commercials.
It was like Sobe Lifestyle or something.
I don't even remember the commercial. I just remember Sobe Adrenaline.
Well, maybe just the branding. I don't
The
remember.
branding was sick.
Sobe was
But I
Sobe
thought
was its
it
own thing.
tasted
They
like
kept it in the
shit.
big glass bottles.
Yeah.
But then the Sobe Adrenaline was like a small can, and it tasted more like a Mountain Dew amp.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I just could not. I tried to become a Sobe guy because it felt cool, but ultimately I was always an Arizona iced tea, big cans type of fella. You know, green tea when you want it to be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
The green jasmine tea when you want it to be healthy. Peach, otherwise. Oh fuck! I gotta pay my fucking rent.
Mm-hmm.
I just remembered.
My damn landlord.
How much
asked
does it
for
cost to
early
live
this
in
month.
Candyland, anyways? How much does it cost to be the mud monster at the bottom of Candyland? How much do you owe the licorice king?
It's surprisingly affordable. Listen, it's nice. You shit wherever you want.
Yeah.
Sometimes one of those little fucking elf bitches stumbles in. You get some pussy from them.
I ran into your real estate agent this weekend.
Nice.
She said she's got a couple more options in
That's
my
what
neighborhood.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be neighbors with you, brother.
I said I'm like, just make sure Stav gets within a half a mile radius.
I think actually after this we're gonna see an apartment that's
Across the street.
literally across the
Yeah.
street. But
How
better.
about how about
Dude, if I'm hoping, I'm going in there hoping against hope that it works out. Because
Dude,
it would
it'd
be
be great.
awesome to live across the street from
Dude, we
each
could
other.
have we could have Dixie cups with the string.
how about trim?
We could have walkie-talkies that
Walkie-talkies.
probably connect.
How about trim neighbors?
Trim
Trim
neighbors?
neighbors.
Yeah, and he's like, boy, I'm getting a bunch of pussy.
Oh yeah, because he's into.
Yeah.
Who's
Pie hole, you've had too much sex.
wait? Who are these people?
It's Gomer Pyle.
Oh, I'm not familiar.
It's from Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, he's no.
Never seen
Gomer Pyle is. Gomer Pyle was a television
From Green Acres.
beloved television character played by Jim Neighbors.
Mm.
Here, are you not familiar?
No,
Here, well then I'll pull up. Gomer
I know Jamar Neighbors. Is he any relation? Do you think Jim Neighbors is related to
direct
Jamar
relative.
Neighbors? Dude, I'm thinking about walkie-talkies. That'd be fucking
That'd be
sick.
sick, dude.
Yeah, brother.
You can come over
Now,
for
don't
butter.
pause, don't wait for an opening, make one.
Sugar.
Come on, lunge. Go for the midsection. Go for the head. Head, hard. Give it everything you got. That's it. Now move in for the kill. Slash. You got a man in your hand. That's it.
I'm sorry, Duke. I had to do it. You was off balance. That's why. Did I hurt your thumb, Duke? I'll get you a bandage for it later.
So that's Trim Neighbors.
I
And he's
see.
like, Pyle, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm just getting some.
pussy.
I'm just getting some pussy.
I had to do it. She was passed out.
Is that's kind of how you showed gay people back in TV before there were gay people? Just an effete Southern guy.
Extra Southern.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, like with a soft affect.
Mm-hmm.
What show is that from?
Gomer Pyle.
Was that the name of it?
That is the name of the show.
Oh.
Gomer Pyle, USMC.
Dude,
Oh, hell yeah.
Nick knows all shows.
Yeah, I didn't watch too much. You just watch the
That was from
reruns.
before. Yeah, that was before. Yeah.
I never watched Nick at Night or any of that shit.
Did you watch Suck a Dick?
No.
Yes, you did.
You know what I did, and it was you sucking a guy's dick because I was
I've
watching.
never
it.
been on TV.
Yes, you have. But
No,
you were the
Yes,
star
you
of
have,
Suck a
dude.
Dick.
No.
Yes, you have.
Yeah.
No.
You won a bunch of
Mm-hmm.
Emmys. You won a bunch of gay Emmys for Suck a Dick.
Well, you won a bunch of Grammys crackers.
Thank you.
Teddy
and they were
Grammys.
delicious.
You
and
wanted
I
the-
loved them.
You wanted the Teddy Grammys for being the fattest sounding,
Yeah.
fattest sounding
the
motherfucker.
fattest voice recorded on
Yeah,
fucking
no, the
Teddy
category
Graham
of
Derb
Adele,
Best.
the Adele category for
The
being
Adele
fat.
Lifetime Achievement Award.
Now, the Adele guy who sang Over the Rainbow Prize for fattest fattest sounding person.
That guy didn't sound fat though. He
had a
was
really
fat as shit.
beautiful voice.
Emmanuel walkie talkie.
Ayatollah or something.
That guy was
Israel.
over 700 pounds.
Yeah.
Insane.
Well,
That's
Stav, how does that make you feel?
It makes you feel like a skinny little bitch, doesn't
make
it?
me feel like anything.
Did it make you feel good to feel represented in the ukulele community?
I don't play the ukulele. I don't.
You know what's funny is that was
700
actually a
pounds.
regular guitar.
Yeah.
It just sounded like that because they had to change the pitch to make his voice sound normal, and it made the guitar tiny.
He was. Hey, listen.
It's in the
You
real
can
life,
say what you want
in
about
real
me,
life, it sounded
but
like
you don't go after a
sounded
fat
like a
icon like
regular-
Israel, whatever the fuck his name is.
It sounded like a regular guitar, but his regular voice was like somewhere over the
And they
rainbow,
messed it up.
and then they had to fix it.
Yeah.
You stop besmirching
And then
the fat
guitar
community.
went, joined with his voice and the pitch shifting.
You can say whatever you want about me, brother, but you go after my fat friends, and I'll fuck your ass. I'll suck your dick and I'll fuck you right here where you stand. And how would you feel about that?
How would you peel about taking the wrapper off a piece of candy?
Come on, man.
Wow.
That's a real stretch.
That was
You know, it's a real
that was a
stretch.
comprehensive.
Is all of your clothes trying to get around your body.
Wow, he got you.
Just
there.
stop showing up to the Grammys and the driver being like, "Ooh, we're gonna need a stretch limousine." I think we're gonna need a stretch limousine
I would
on the
not.
next Will and Grace. Special guest star Stavros Halkias.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to be ridiculed by Jack for being fat.
Yeah.
And then the episode ends, I grab him by
He's
his
like,
little
"What the
neck.
hell is that? The moon?"
I would grab him by the neck, get head from him, and then fuck Karen.
Wow,
Yeah.
that show never accounted for bisexual rape.
I would have been a bisexual rapist on Will and Grace. That would have been my arc.
Wow, that's just something they never explored.
Well, Jack would have been down with it, let's be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's
You
a
feel
fucking
like you're
slut.
nasty.
He's like, ooh. And then Karen would also.
You're nasty for pussy, is what he was
You're
saying.
nasty.
That guy's nasty for pussy.
My favorite episode, I think I've mentioned it, is where
Well, Mr. Trump, I am a dumb bitch.
my favorite episode.
What do you think you're doing? Did I hurt your thumb, Duke? What are you, Nurse Pyle or Private Gomer Pyle, USMC?
Hey, Sergeant. You see, I was...
You don't have to
This
tell
is a
me
gay
what I
guy.
see, Pyle. I know what I see.
Pyle's definitely
You were
gay.
playing
Yeah.
patty cake when you should be at his throat. He's the enemy.
Duke? You see, Sergeant, that's just the trouble. I can't hardly think of Duke as nothing but my friend.
Well, suppose instead of thinking of Duke, you're seeing...
This is now the Gomer Pyle podcast.
So what's the setup of the show? They're
He's
at
a
war,
retard that's in the Marines.
But who's Duke?
Duke is you.
Is it a Nazi or something? Like
No,
who's
it's
his
some
enemy?
other guy
It's
in,
a guy in his-
in bayonet training.
Oh, they're in training.
Yeah.
I see. I see.
What was your favorite episode of Will and Grace?
Oh, they have a stripper. It's a woman,
A girl stripper.
a girl stripper, and she's giving people lap dances, and Jack is there, and she gives Jack a lap dance, and he gets hard,
Oh.
and he's distraught.
Adam, you ever see a face in the crowd?
He's so
Yeah,
sad.
Great movie.
Great movie.
He's so sad. Let me finish my story.
I am. I'm just. But it's a quick aside.
It's really good movie.
I gotta find a way to throw that in there. They don't need to talk about it.
And
I'll sit here and quietly wait for you to say something that rhymes with Pringles.
and then Jack actually gets shingles, and no, so Jack, so he gets hard and he's distraught, and they're trying to understand. He's like, "Oh my God, am I straight? What's going on?" He's like, his world is crumbling, and at the end of the episode, it turns out that the stripper
Has a penis.
is trans.
Oh.
So he's relieved.
That's a very
because
1990s.
He's relieved because she's a man
That's
after
a man.
all.
That's- To me, that's a man. Wow,
And it
that's-
explains how he's still able to be gay.
Wow.
So that was one of the, I remember being like, damn, okay, Will and Grace.
So he was like, he dealt with that by like trying to be straight, or he like thinking that he
you know,
had
I don't
to
remember. I
start
just
liking sports and stuff.
yeah, I think there was probably some stuff like like
Oh,
that,
yeah,
some
that's
jokes
cool.
like that, where he's like, but.
That's
Yeah,
a
they
good-ass
at the
show.
very end they bring her back and she's like, "Oh no, I used to be a guy." Or
I
I
used to
don't
have
know
a
if she still had a
penis.
cock or if it got chopped off.
I'm
or
a
what.
biological male.
Yeah, and they were like, "Thank God,"
Thank God.
which is awesome. Shouts out
Yes.
to Will and Grace
It's
for
a
that.
turf. It's a turf program.
one. yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a fucking. J.K. Rowling wrote that one.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking whore. Anyway, that's all. That's all for now.
Face in the Crowd is a good movie though.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that? That's Andy Griffith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was white.
Oh, that's why you brought it up. Yeah.
Why he was in Will and Grace?
Well, Will and
Yeah,
Grace.
he was in Will and Grace.
Griffith was.
Yeah.
Stop watches Will and Gravy.
Okay.
Uh,
Andy Griffith. Is that old motherfucker?
Will and
yeah, from the Andy Griffith Show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, with Opie.
My dick is small. I can't get hard.
Stop watches the Candy Griffith show. The Candy.
This is something you brought up.
The Candy Griffith show.
The Candy Griffith show. I would.
I brought up a face in the crowd.
Oh, I see what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're just planting one step away from things that rhyme with something
Well,
fat.
you gotta
To
get him
trick you
back.
into
Dude. You
it.
gotta say
to trick or treat you.
You gotta say something like
that was just you.
That's good. You gotta say like a dick in the mouth. Or
Yeah.
something, Nick's mouth.
I'm doing what you do, but instead of now with calling me
Penis.
gay, now
Yeah.
the dinner tables have turned.
Yeah.
I don't give
The
a
lunch
fuck.
tables have turned.
I love the visual of Nick or Stav at a round table with his own
round-
lazy Susan.
It's a round. It's
But
the
no one else
table's
is sitting
actually.
there.
That'd be awesome.
Stav's
You
at the
got-
round table, but it's actually a square table,
Yeah.
and the round table refers to the man seated at the table,
Oh.
who's actually gay.
Mhm.
Also,
Wait a second.
that's the other thing about the table.
Here's the thing: if I have to do even less on this show, are you kidding? You think this is a punishment for me? I just show up and I'm called fat for an hour. Then the alarm goes off. I eat my lunch.
You don't show up, you snow cone up.
That's not even. That's like a light
You snow
snack.
snow cap up.
It's mostly water.
I've never actually had snow caps.
They're good.
I'm interested.
Mm-hmm. So Stav's really opposed to snow capitalism. He's a snowcialist.
I'm a
He doesn't like
snowcialist.
snow capitalism.
I went to go see Mortal Kombat in the theaters.
He hates Henry
It was
Kissinger.
bad,
It was the
Kissinger
first movie I'd seen in the theaters.
and loves
in a year.
Hershey's.
Terrible movie.
I do love Hershey's Kissinger, yeah.
Hershey's Kissinger.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat was fucking
It
bad.
was very bad. You
It
can
pissed
tell
me
that
off.
it was their like 11th choice actors for every single character.
And the fucking thing is, they were just trying to set up the universe. I hate
right,
that
they
shit.
didn't even go to the fighting tournament in space.
No tournament.
There was no
There's no
tournament.
fucking tournament.
They don't get there.
And you have some new protagonist that sucks dick
He
and is
sucks.
bland. We don't even know who the fuck he is
He
at all.
sucks. Make Liu Kang the
instead
main
of
guy.
instead of seeing a kumite, Stav would prefer to see a crudite.
No, I wouldn't.
Vegetables.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
He doesn't
that
like
sounds
vegetables.
horrible.
There's dip, but there's
Oh,
Better be a lot of dip.
heavy
Yeah.
dips.
It better be a lot of
Yeah.
ranch.
Mhm.
And the fucking also Sub-Zero and fucking Scorpion were awesome, and they're in the movie for like
Uh-huh.
one fucking 7 minutes.
Also, I thought Scorpion was a bad guy. He was a bad guy in the
I'm
original.
fine with them
Yeah.
swapping that.
Sub-Zero is named after Stav's dick measurement.
That's
Oh, I
good.
thought it was the
That's
amount
good.
of sub left after.
No, that's all.
Habit or
That's
something.
good.
It's also that.
Yeah, the new protagonist sucks.
Sucked.
Sonya Blade isn't hot enough.
Not
Sorry.
hot enough. Bring back fucking Billy Madison's
Bring back
girlfriend.
Veronica Vaughn.
Bring back Veronica Vaughn.
Pete
You know, be
Sampras'
funny.
wife.
You know, be funny now in like 2021 to Subway to have like a big, huge, fat black lady in their commercials, just wearing like lingerie and stuff,
Mhm.
and she's holding up like a little pair of pants. She's like, "This is."
By eating, I ate Subway.
I'm a
every
proud
day.
Latina intersectional mental retard with HIV, and one of my legs is missing from diabetes, and I can masturbate a baby with one hand and salute the flag with the other, the Mexican flag, that is.
Thanks to the sweet onion chicken
Thanks to
teriyaki
the sweet
with
onion-
extra mayonnaise.
Yeah, the best sandwich I get the Italian cold cut sandwich and ask for the sweet onion teriyaki sauce to be put on it.
Ugh. That sounds so bad.
It's disgusting. Like me. I'm disgusting and I work for the CIA.
Although, you know what? In a weird way, I'm weirdly nostalgic for a Subway sandwich.
Oh, in a weird way.
Mm-hmm.
What was the best one?
Huh?
Not in a very
chicken,
on-brand
bacon,
kind of way.
No, because an on-brand way would be like eating a better sandwich.
I never in my life ever wanted to go to. It was always just like fucking like
You
know,
had to.
Yeah, but not I had to. It's like fuck it. I guess I'll just go to
Yeah.
Subway.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm more nostalgic.
Blimpie, on the other hand,
was never a Blimpies guy. Never
Blimpie-
had him.
Yeah, I've had him maybe 3 times in my life. Blimpie's is pretty good.
Never had him in Baltimore.
Jimmy John's is okay.
Nah. I don't
Blimpie's
fuck
is
with-
Blimpie. There's only like 4 locations on the East Coast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I remember when Quiznos
Quiznos
dropped.
had a second.
When
Quiznos-
Quiznos dropped,
the
I was
Quiz-
like, Subway is done for.
The Quiznos chicken carbonara. Also, Quiznos, that was the first instance of like meme culture leaking into the mainstream. It was
And it took the world by
first
storm.
commodification of
The
meme
Quiznos
culture.
subs.
Yeah.
They make your penis hard.
Yeah.
I really
We have a socialism podcast for 3 mice. We host a socialismo podcast. It's also about discontinued Subway sandwiches.
It's intersectional as fuck.
It's an anime socialist podcast where we try to get people fired.
My fucking dick. My fucking dick is hard.
My penis is small.
But yeah, Quiznos it was all that commercial.
We had one in Vegas growing up, which I believe was only in Delaware and Vegas. It might be in more places now.
They had them in Baltimore for a
Capriotti's
second.
subs.
Oh, okay.
Have you been there?
Sounds familiar.
They
but
had a sandwich called the capistrami, which was incredible.
what do we got in there?
It's like pastrami and I think coleslaw.
I can't
And
wait
it's
to
hot.
I can't wait to go to Defani's for
No,
the
thanks.
3rd time this month.
I haven't been to Defani's all year.
It's
really
I went
good.
one day like late in the pandemic or
Mhm.
whatever when they first like reopened. I don't know if they were closed or whatnot.
Mhm.
But it was while this was still going on, and they only had like leftover. You could only get like a certain. They're like, "This is what we got left, guys.
Mhm.
If you want some, this is all there is." And I just got some like leftover slop eggplant bullshit.
Yeah.
There's nothing on it other than like eggplant, maybe lettuce.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like disappointed. Bit into it. Amazing. Still fire.
Really?
The best sandwiches.
Where is
They're
Defani's?
great. It's in Red Hook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
It's
Their breakfast sandwiches are really good too.
My brothers
Yeah.
are coming this weekend. They want to get some real New York shit. Maybe I'll take them there.
Take
there's
them
a
to
place on
Defani's.
Arthur Ave that's like as good.
The
apparently.
food on Arthur Avenue is just more
Nah,
sticky
yeah, I
than
don't-
good.
It's not that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to one place with Will and Catherine and
By the zoo?
yeah.
Yeah.
And it was fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not
fine.
bad. It's not good.
It's
though.
fine. You just
But
want to go.
It
sandwiches-
doesn't knock your socks off.
You want to go see the old timers, you know,
Sandwiches
like
are kind of their own
on the
thing.
block,
on the cock.
on the cock.
I got a nice little fucking prick for you, Adam.
Where?
Damn, now I literally do want
My dick
sandwiches.
is small. My name is Stav and my dick is small.
My name is not Stavros.
My name
It's
is-
actually Nick.
No, my name is Stavros.
My name is Nick. and my
Everything I say after this
dick
is a lie.
small.
My name is
No,
Stavros
it
and my dick is small.
isn't. After that, including
After that?
No, everything I say after this, the
Okay.
object.
Oh,
is
you already
this.
said it.
Okay.
After this is where it starts.
Is a lie, and then.
But I'm a
everything
different
after is a lie.
guy, by the way, so that doesn't apply to me.
Subway sandwiches does not validate any of the claims made in this commercial. The truth is that Stavros' dick is actually small and he's gay. And he's fat. By law,
That's
legally,
what Subway thinks.
the FTC made us say
At
this.
Subway, where it's a bunch of fucking guys that fuck
established truth.
kids, say that.
Mhm.
Not
And what
me.
Subway
though.
would want to say is that he's not gay.
No,
Stavros' close personal friend, Subway Jared.
I'm not friends with Jared.
They knew each other from
Stavros is
being.
not friends
They,
with Jared.
they became friends as fat guys, and then he lost the weight, but they still had one other thing in common.
Every fat guy is not friends.
They're all
at
friends,
all.
and when
That
Jared
is a
lost the
simplistic
weight,
view of being fat.
Jared lost the weight, and the rest of the fat community turned their back on
And
him.
I
no.
never
But
was friends with him.
Stav kept being friends with him because they shared the
No,
hobby.
I did not.
no.
No, he did not have that hobby.
Yes, he does. Stav does. The part about Stavros being a pedophile is true. Legally required. This
Legally, fucking Quiznos says it's not. And
Legally.
Nick is fucking gay.
It's not even the right
actually.
restaurant.
Nigga, yes, Blimpies or whatever.
We're
the
talking about
fuck.
Subway.
What the fuck am I doing? Oh, Quiznos.
Yeah,
Yes.
you don't even, dude, you don't even know what we're talking about.
Damn. All right, I gotta eat a salad. If we keep talking about food, I'm gonna relapse.
How about a jalad?
What is that?
It's an Indian
It's
salad.
Indian, yeah.
Maybe.
Have you ever had one of those?
Yeah, I've had
I've
some
never had a
salads.
jalad.
A spicy salad?
I've never had a jalad.
I do-
Okay.